Can't say good morning. It's not morning. Anthony!
Huh?
Hi.
What's up?
This one doesn't taste like straight peach. Where's your drink?
Yeah, out there.
That's a dumb place for it. Oh, out there. I was thinking it was in the car.
No.
It's like, that's silly since it is warm.
No,
not as warmer. Or
silly
not as warm.
Putting their drinks in the sun when you want something cool to drink while mowing the lawn. When we have a table.
I just wanted something to drink. Anyway, so we ran to the store because we're having company for dinner. They're not even really company. More like family. So, I'm craving salad. So, I'm going to use the lettuce from my garden. Cats are all asleep in different areas at this point. And I'm pooped. Lawn's mowed. Front, back, sides. And in front of the church. So, I say we're doing pretty good today. Hopefully I hit that button. If not, it'll turn off in a second. We are insanely uncomfortable. Headed out to Joannie's. All of a sudden I have short legs. So today wasn't too bad until recently. Then it kind of got icky. You know those days where you're just freaking tired. I feel like that. I've been helping Joannie a lot and like I'm not bouncing back from that. So the lawns are done, even though we're not supposed to do the front, the side, the little driveway, or little island is what I call it, in front of the church. It isn't really our responsibility, but with my manager having stage 4 cancer, sorry you guys, I just felt like maybe we should pick up a little more and kind of help him out, and I don't mind it. I definitely got some sun and was red, but I discovered my face, and I should have known it's like common smarts or whatever, that I went like this and I was like, oh, my forehead, it's burnt. My arms and chest was burnt, so I had to have known that my forehead was going to be burnt too. We're going to stop and get something to drink. I think I'm going to 7-Up. And so, yeah. I look like a mess. I feel like a mess. And I feel like I can't find a quarter. So one thing about keeping change in the car, it comes from the depths of hell. And that is what this is. So I didn't even notice it until someone said something. Lex this morning said she was sick and that she couldn't go to work. She said, I was throwing up. And I said, well, did you? Hi, large 7-Up, please.
Alrighty.
Thank you. I asked her, did you find someone to cover your shift? It's like 10 minutes to 11 and she has to leave or she has to be there at 11:15. And she goes, no, I'm trying. That's not good enough, and that is not a work ethic I ever want her to pick up. I said, you need to go to work. I said, did you throw up this morning? She said, no. And I said, then you're fine. She worked 8 hours, 8 and a half, 8 and a quarter.
Love your nails.
Oh, thank you. I got bored and redid them. Thank you.
You're welcome.
She worked like 8.25. And, oh, I said 8 and a quarter. And so she probably, so she called me, and I just actually happened to be out. And I didn't mind doing it for her. She was like, ooh, can you go to Dutch Bros and pick me up such and such? It was an energy drink, like passion fruit, Rebel. I don't know why I said Red Bull. Ooh, nice car. I was out and about, I didn't care. I was like, okay, I'll do it. I was like, I kept asking her. She's like, I love you, and I was like, what do you want? I want Dutch Bros. Okay, what do you want? I want Dutch Bros. Okay, what do you want, Lex? I want a blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I got it. I'm thirsty too. What do you want? What are you getting? Oh, I want... And then she told me. I was like, okay, you can buy me something and I'll go buy you something. So we ended up getting 3 drinks because we got 1 for free. And so I took her drink to work, and I guarantee that's what she drank all day. Sipped on that, and she has a bad habit, and she's not the only one. She, I don't think, drank much water. And she doesn't get that with her working, she needs to have more protein in her diet, more veggies, more everything. She needs to make sure she eats before going to work, everything. And because it is summer, she also needs to have her consumption of water be like huge. She doesn't, and I can't seem to get her out of the I'm a teenager, you're a dumb old parent logic. And I've told her you need to eat, get something protein packed before you go to work. Have some eggs, but I can't stand eggs. Eggs make me sick. Eggs this, eggs that. I was like, fine. So one day I made her 2 eggs. No, I met her halfway. I made her 1 egg, a piece of toast with peanut butter, which is another good source of protein. Yeah, she griped the entire time. I don't like eggs. You could have made them scrambled. Well, last time I checked, I was not a short order cook. So she wasn't getting what she wanted. I made them where they weren't runny, because I don't know if you guys ever go through it. I get to the point where, like, I could only eat scrambled eggs. Runny made me gag and sick. And then I got to the point where scrambled eggs did the same thing, and then I could only eat runny. I think we all just kind of go through these cycles where everything changes. And so, yeah, I was just like, you got to meet me halfway, kid. You need to eat. And that's why I've been trying to get them to take these drinks that have chia seed and have peanut butter, depending on which one you have, bananas, a bunch of fruit, not sugar. And they're not getting it, and then they won't make it themselves, which I think is ridiculous. I was like, that looked weird. So needless to say, I have to do it for them also. I was just like, you know, you guys are kind of ridiculous. And it's like the other day, Anthony and I were loudly talking. Connor thought we were fighting. He came down. Are you okay? Are you guys okay? And I was like, yes. People can have disagreements, and it's not the end of the world, bud. And I was just like frustrated. And I don't know how else to describe it but being frustrated, because I tell them, and they're all old enough, rinse your dishes. Help me out, since I'm the one washing the dishes. You guys are putting them up, well, between Connor and Lex, and sometimes Xander does it. We're still trying to inch him into being willing to do more. That's a whole new story, or a whole nother story. But, you know, help me out so I'm not standing there even longer. And in summer, when you don't have central heat and air, standing at a sink, washing dishes, because you don't wash them in cold water, so you got hot water, then you're heating up, and then the kitchen is kind of like, there's, except for the one wall, there are walls around it, rooms. We have Lexi's room, the hall, the front room, the back porch. And depending on what time of day I'm doing it, then the sun's kind of beating in on it. And you know, and then I'm hot really quick, and then I'm getting dizzy and feeling like I'm gonna pass out. And so, you know, meet me halfway, rinse your dish, and then I'll wash it. Okay, you rinse it off, there's no chunks of food. I can easily scrub, put it in the other sink, you know, do a whole sink, do the one sink, put it in the other sink, rinse that, put that in the dish drainer. Sometimes Anthony, I'll sit there and he'll wait until I have a sink full. Actually, I do it with him, not so much. He'll like stand there with me and do it, and he'll rinse. And then the way we have the dish drainers, I'm on one side, so then it's like really funny, because he's having to walk around me. We have to figure out a better functioning way. Okay, talk to you guys in a little bit.